My name is Toaster, and I do poems and such. If you would like to catch me first Wednesdays of any month, you'll see me at the Berkeley Slam. One of my favorite people in the entire world, one of my icons, has a holiday, and I wrote a poem about him, so I'm going to do that poem first. So this one is called MLK, or Martin Luther King. So I had this dream about this Twilight Zone episode I saw where this man wakes up from a coma in the middle of Memphis around March and realizes immediately why he was there. The man makes it to the Mason Temple and gets arrested out of breath screaming, "They're gonna kill you, Martin! They're gonna kill you! Stay out of the motel! Stay out of the motel!" And as irrelevant as it must have seemed, it hadn't mattered, because the temple was packed full of King's voice like Samson's palms. In my head, I see him fall like a sunflower being picked. It had to be his cheek. Had to be the diaspora of his jaw and the families of teeth tied to his chin and led astray by every plate, the river oozing out of his throat. It had to be his spine. Had to slide in between the meat of his backbone like a chip. Whenever I see a multiracial couple anywhere in the world, any older than my father on a bus holding hands, I can't help but feel as though the battle has already been won. Makes my heart feel like a heat lamp in a lighthouse. Can't say I feel the same way about all white rappers or black police officers, but the fact that they exist, I can't help but love. Sit down, Mark. Sit down, let me tell you something. We got a lot riding on this. We've smushed too many bodies in between shoulders in Montgomery storefronts to let you call these Negroes people. We call them cement. Well, just build our city over your toes. All we need is paper. All we need is water. And we got the ocean filled with chain letters we never let your Negro ancestors read, and you call yourselves people. What's so good about being people, Martin? We have tanks in front of your house. We have more rope than you have seeds. We have more bricks than you have windows. What's so good about being people, Martin? Read a speech now. Read a speech now, Martin. Read a speech now like anybody I'd like to live a long life. Longevity has its place, but I'm not concerned about that now because I'm here to do God's will. And he showed me the mountaintop, and I've looked over, for work. I walk up and down these hills I've mistaken for mountains since I stepped foot on San Francisco soil. Working in Bayview, you tend to think of 3rd Street as an undertaker's dream. The autopsy's nightmare. One big unsolved case. We offer them food, offer them education, a chance to leave the barracks they foxhole themselves in at night because it's only a matter of time before they feel like a teddy bear lying on a corner, swallowed in candlelight vigils and left like bullet casings. Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested 30 times before he was 35 years old. He was stabbed in Harlem. He was shot in Memphis. And he died in the hands of his brothers like so many teddy bears, lying on a corner, swallowed in candlelight vigils and left like bullet casings. Sit down, Martin! Sit down! Stay in the motel, Martin! Stay in the motel! Let me ask you a question. If you had the chance to take one bullet for a mountain full of dreams, do you hide? Or do you look over? Thank you. Very small amount of time, so I'm going to do these 2 poems very quickly. I just got out of a relationship 6 months ago, you know what I'm saying? I'm still constantly thinking about it, you know, not at all, I'm not thinking about it at all, I'm not thinking about it at all, what are you talking about? So anyway, I figured the best way to get all of it out was to like write the most bitter thing I could, right? So this is that. Here we go. A relationship is a boat. It's a boat with 2 people in it, or you know, however many. And those people have to stay in that boat for as long as they can without rocking it. Don't rock the boat. Now, if something rocks you, it affects the other person in the boat. Don't affect the other person in the boat. Now, if something affects them, you say, hey, I don't care if that bird shit in your mouth. It's a shitty bird. Stop opening your mouth and rocking the boat. So you sit there for a while. And you try to make sure everything's perfectly still. And it is. And you both get tired. And you both get bored. Now, a lot of people do a lot of things when they get bored, but most people do one of two things, and both of them end up in rocking the boat. It's fucking or arguing. There's a third option that's less of the first and more of the second. It's called masturbating. If you find yourself masturbating in the boat, don't rock the boat. You don't want anything waking the other person up, because they'll say, I don't care if you're masturbating. You're still affecting the way I sleep, and if I don't sleep, I'll die. And then you say, if I don't masturbate, I'll die. And then you realize you're both in the same boat. And both of you are trying to be in the same boat, but neither of you can see the shore anymore, and even if you did, you need their help to paddle, but they won't help because you're both bitter about absolutely nothing important, nothing that can be fixed, and fuck this boat! You don't even like this boat! You don't want to be in this boat, you want to walk on land where you can do whatever you want, so finally you get out of the boat. You get out of the boat and you kind of wait there for a second next to the boat, and even though you never really let go of the boat because you're still in the water and you're not really looking for the boat because you left the boat and you're a little afraid to know whether they're still in the boat or not, and then finally you end up getting back in the boat and they're absolutely crazy about it. They're all mangy and angry and all they ever wanted was you. And all you ever wanted was for them to stay. But now neither of you can. Here you are falling out of a boat as quickly as you're falling out of the sky and into the shallow pool at the bottom of the shipwreck your relationship is. The mess where you lost yourself, the shattered compass, the anchors and cannonballs pulled from our bellies like warm wax. Love is a river low enough to send us to our watery falling graves, and she is everything we've ever been to each other. Just like me. Relationship is a boat that rocks. Thank you. I went to a poetry slam once and this dude got up on stage and he said, I'm sorry, all I have are love poems and poems about being black. But then somebody in the audience was like, those are the same fucking thing, man! And I was like, hell yeah! I'm gonna say that every time I do sets entirely of that. So this poem is about being brown. I noticed that growing up brown, I'm mixed, so I got both sides yelling at me constantly. I noticed that people have a list of things that will help keep brown boys safe. And I figured I would share it with you just in case any of you are wondering what that list is. Here's a list of things that you should do as a brown person to stay safe when you're young. Do not wear hoodies. Do not wear your pants low. Do not wear do-rags, fitted caps, ski caps. Do not wear headgear or anything that's red and black or blue and black or yellow or gold and green and black. Do not wear pink and black or purple. Do not wear black. Do not wear white tees. Suits are fine. Do not wear expensive accessory. Do not wear tattoos or t-shirts with someone else's dead name on your dying skin. No obituaries. Funerals are fine. Church is fine. Suits are fine. The field is fine. The stage, the X in front of the camera. Even the hospital is fine. Jerseys, uniforms, scrubs, all fine. As long as they can count the numbers on your back, be a number. Don't be a statistic. Know the statistics. Live like a fugitive without being a criminal unless you're hungry. Don't compromise food for dignity. Don't compromise family for food. Do not wait for food. Do not starve your family. Defend your family, but not if you provoke the police. Even if you are the police. Do not speak to police. Do not call police. Do not film police. Do not police police. Do not run from police. Do not hide. Do not confess. Do not wave to police. Even if you are the police. Do not Samaritan, do not witness crimes, do not commit crimes, no confrontations, arguments, gambles, speeding, sex, liquor, sugar. Do not smoke anything. Do not compromise anything. Do not consume anything marketed to you. Don't go anywhere without receipts, alibis, recommendations. Don't make mistakes at all. Do not compromise food for dignity. Do not starve your family. Do not family without food. Do not wait for food. Take it. Take someone else's food. Take someone else's food that won't tell police. If they call police, wear a suit. Suits are always fine. They box your shoulders. They close your throat. A good suit turns your spine into a cushioned board, ready for burial. A suit will bury you just fine. Funerals are fine. Funerals are always fine. As long as you die in a suit. Woo!